Hello, this is SJ Talks and Light coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. I'm making my sweet potato pie. I want to show you guys my sweet potato pie. I'm making a couple sweet potato pies. I'm making a couple of them. This time I'm using the single crust. I usually do the deep dish crust, but I'm going to do the single crust this time. But I'm going to let you guys know I'm already pretty much put my ingredients in. I bake my sweet potatoes. Let me know what you do in the comment section. Do you bake your sweet potatoes when you make your sweet potato pies? Or when you boil them? Now, mind you, I've always boiled my sweet potatoes because that's how my mother and them always done it. I always would boil my sweet potatoes. And then I seen other people baking them. I said, I wonder how it tastes when you bake them. So one day I decided to switch it up and bake my sweet potatoes. Child, I loved it. It just seems like it makes the texture is so much better when you bake them versus when you boil them. I don't know when you boil them. I don't know if there's still some water in the potatoes, and it makes the batter. When you make your batter, it makes the batter a little runny. And it's a little bit more of a challenge to get that pie to hold together when you boil them. At least in my experiences. Well, now versus when you bake the sweet potatoes, that pie is a lot more firmer. I noticed that my sweet potato pie, since I started baking my sweet potatoes, I noticed that my potato pies are more firm. They're more firmer. And because I use 2 eggs anyway, but they're more firmer and together versus when you boil. When I would boil my potatoes, sometimes the pies would be a little. I would have to really let them, after I got done baking them, I'd have to really let them sit let them settle. It was a little bit more of a challenge it was a little bit more of a struggle with the consistency. Because you want your pies to be firm. But when I started baking my sweet potatoes, my pies started coming out a lot more firmer. So hit me up in that comment section. Let me know, which one do you do? Do you boil your sweet potatoes or do you bake them? Which one do you think is better? I think baking them is better. I'm hooked on baking them now. Ever since I started that, I tried it, and I noticed the difference in the consistency in my pies, and I bake them now. And it seems like the taste is better, too, versus when you boil them. I don't know when you boil them if there's a little water left over in them, but the taste, just the overall taste of the pie is better. So hit me up in that comment section. Let me know when you make your sweet potato pies, which one do you do? Do you boil your potatoes? Or do you bake them? All right. But I'm going to let you guys know. I've already put my ingredients here. Let you guys know. Because every time I make sweet potato pies, they come out different because I do different stuff. Sometimes I'll do sweetened condensed milk. This time I decided to do half and half. I decided to do half and half this time. Instead of the sweetened condensed milk. Sometimes, a lot of times I'll do the sweetened condensed milk, and the reason why sometimes I'll do the sweetened condensed milk is because I can cut back on the amount of sugar that I put in it. When I do because the sweetened condensed milk is very, very sweet, and it gives you the pie more of a rich flavor. But I decided to do the half and half this time. I did the half and half for the milk portion of it, and I did my nutmeg, of course. I try not to put too much sugar in my sweet potato pie because I'm trying to cut back on my sugars. And I try to make it somewhat healthy. But, I used a little honey this time. I did use a little honey this time. I added a little honey this time. Every time I make pies, I do something different with it. I use a stick of the Vermont butter. This is some good butter. I don't know if you guys ever had this butter. I caught it on sale. I always try to catch it on sale. But this is some good butter. I put a stick of that in there. My ground cinnamon. My vanilla. I put my vanilla in it. And my brown sugar. Now I did the brown sugar this time, and I'm not doing white sugar this time. I did my brown sugar this time. Might put a little bit more nutmeg and a little bit more cinnamon in there, because I like my pies a little spicy. Not too spicy, but a little spicy. Now try not to do too much sugar. But yeah, and 2 eggs. I did 2 eggs, some half and half, some cinnamon, nutmeg, little vanilla, and a stick of this Vermont butter. That's some good butter. But just want to let you guys know. And then I'm using my single pie crust this time. I usually do the deep dish, but I'm doing the single pie crust this time. And let me know what you do in the comment section. And I'm doing my show to show you guys my I'm gonna show you guys my black eyed peas and smoked turkey necks. I made some black eyed peas and smoked turkey necks for my Christmas dinner. That's all I'm cooking. It's black eyed peas and smoked turkey necks and some Jiffy cornbread. Black eyed peas and smoked turkey necks. That's gonna be my dinner. Look at that. I just threw some onions in there. Season it up real good. I hit it with that garlic powder. You know I love that. Garlic powder is my staple. Hit it with that onion powder, garlic powder, some pepper, seasoning salt. And I put my smoked turkey necks. I said I should have soaked my beans, but I didn't. But I put my smoked turkey necks in there. And I put it on about 9:15 this morning. Now it's about 4:41, so they're doing good. I tell you, I love this crock pot. It's my best friend. But yeah, they're smelling good. That's my dinner. Black eyed peas and sweet potato pies. 'Cause I didn't feel like doing a whole lot this year. So yeah, but that's what I got. And then my sweet potato pie. All right. I'll see you guys later. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.